Namaskar. Welcome back to the smart class of grade 5 and 6 science, and today's episode is invertebrate animals. In the episode 1 we have learnt about some of the vertebrate animals and their groups, but in this episode we will learn about invertebrate animals and their characters. Dear children, before starting the lesson, I want to discuss a little bit about invertebrate animals. Now, dear children, do you know what are invertebrate animals? I think you have got the answers. If you have a doubt, any confusion, I'll clarify in this episode. Now, what are vertebrate animals? Those animals that possess backbones are called vertebrate animals, and those animals without backbones are called invertebrate animals. So, in today's episode for grade 5 and 6, we will learn about the invertebrate animals. So, invertebrate animals are also categorized into different phyla. I have written the different phyla out here, and the first one is protozoa. So, we will read one by one and discuss one by one and find out the characters and the examples of these phyla. So, dear students, invertebrates are categorized into 9 different phyla. So, first one is protozoa. First one is protozoa. P-R-O-T-O-Z-O-A. Protozoa. Now, let's find out the characteristics of protozoa. Now, protozoa are unicellular organism. So let me write down here. They are unicellular organisms. Okay, number 1 is character. Number 2 is they have chlorophyll. Not all the animals, but some animals have chlorophyll, and they are, example, I'll write here, volvox, euglena. These animals contains chlorophyll. The next one is they are parasitic animals. Now, this means they are found in the body of the animals and they suck the nutrients in the blood from the animals. So, they are what kind of animals? They are known as parasitic animals. And these animals are found, they are found in water and in soil. So these are some of the characteristics of protozoa. Let me repeat once again. I've written here for you. They are unicellular organisms, means they have single cell. Their body is made up of single cell. And number 2, they have chlorophyll. Not all the protozoa they have chlorophyll, but some protozoans they have chlorophyll. Like animals volvox and euglena, they have chlorophyll. Others they do not have chlorophyll. In the same way, they are parasitic animals, means they live inside the body of the animals and suck the nutrients. Next one, they are found in water and in soil. So these are the main 4 characteristics of protozoa, and some of the examples of protozoa I've written there: Paramecium, amoeba, euglena. So these are some of the examples of protozoa. Now, dear children, I think it's clear for you. Now let's go back and learn some of the characteristics of Porifera. Number 2 is Porifera. P-O-R-I-F-E-R-A. This is Porifera. Now, the word Porifera is derived from Latin word which means pores. Now, I think you have learned about the pores. Pores means small holes on the surface of the body is known as a pores. Now, let's go and find out about the characteristics of Porifera. Number 1 is they are multicellular organisms, and number 2 is their body is cylindrical. Their body is cylindrical. Sorry. Their body is cylindrical. And next, number 3 is they do not have head, eyes and feet. Number 4, they are found in salty, salty water, or we can say they are marine animals. They are M-A-R-I-N-E, marine animals. Now let me explain one by one. These are some of the very important characteristics of Porifera. There are many characteristics, but we have learned about some of the very important characteristics of Porifera. One is they are multicellular, means their body is made up of more than 2 cells, so they are known as multicellular organisms. Number 2, their body is cylindrical. It's long like a cylinder, so they have the cylindrical body. Next, they do not have distinct head, eyes and feet. So these are absent in the Porifera animals, and they are found in salty water, or they are known as marine animals because they are specially found in seas and oceans. One more important thing about Porifera is, I would like to mention one more character out here because it's very, very important. Osculum. O-S-C-U-L-U-M. This word, I think grade 6 you have in your book about the word osculum. Now, osculum is big opening in the body of the Porifera. What is osculum? Porifera has a big opening in the body, and that is known as osculum. I think I have made clear about the characters of Porifera. If you have any doubt, any confusion, please you can go through your books and you'll find out all these characteristics in the book. Now, examples of Porifera, you can see the sponge. I have written here sponge, cycone and spongilla. So I have a cycone here. Cycones, they are of this kind of shape. I don't know whether you can see or not. Cycones are of this shape, but later on you'll get the video about the cycone when you watch this episode. Now, the next one is after Porifera, we will learn about Cylindrica. Okay, dear children, you can go through your books and find out more about the invertebrate animals and their characters. Number 3 is, I'll write here, number 3, Cylindrica. C-O-E-L-E-N-T-E-R-A-T-A. This is pronounced as Cylindrica. Now, this is another phylum of invertebrate animals, and let's talk about their characters. Hollow, tubed, shaped body. Okay, I'll write in a shortcut. Later on, I'll explain one by one. Number 2, mouth, S-U-R-R-O-U-N-D-E-D, surrounded by strong tentacles. Some do not move, but some move. Next one. Now, I have written almost 4 characters out here. Now, let's talk about these in brief. Hollow tube shaped means the body of this Cylindrica is hollow, is shaped like a tube, hollow from top to bottom, and their body is hollow tube shaped. Now, mouth surrounded by strong tentacles. Now, I would like to draw here. Tentacles are strong muscles of a Cylindrica animal. They are present around the mouth of the animal. You can see, if you could see here, these all are tentacles and they are around the mouth. So this is the example of Cylindrica. I've written a coral, sea anemone and hydra. Now these animals, you can see here clearly, they all have tentacles at the mouth, and these tentacles are very important to catch the prey. Now next one is some do not move but some move, means some cylindrican animals, they move from one place to another, and some do not move from one place to another. For example, coral and sea anemone. I've written here, coral and sea anemone, they do not move from one place to another, but in case of hydra, hydra moves from one place to another in search of food and get away from enemies. So these are some of the very important characteristics of Cylindrica, and we can get the clear picture pictures later on when you watch this video. So after Cylindrica, let's go and find out more about the next one. Next one is Platyhelminthes. Number 4 is Platyhelminthes. It's very long and it is pronounced as Platyhelminthes. Okay, so let's talk about Platyhelminthes. Number 1, they have ribbon shaped body. Next, they are parasite. Next, number 3, they are Herma. Prodite. They are hermaphrodite animals. I'll explain later on what exactly is the meaning of hermaphrodite means. Now, these are some of the important characteristics of Platyhelminthes, and let's discuss about one by one. Now, dear children, they have ribbon-shaped body. Means their body is flat like ribbon. We can say a flat like this one. Flat body like a ribbon. Okay. For example, I have a tapeworm here. Starfish, roundworm, tapeworm. See, if you could see here, this is a tapeworm, and see the body of a tapeworm. It is flat. It's simply a flat. This is round, but this is flat, like a ribbon. I think you have seen the ribbon many times, and the ribbon is always in a flat shape. So, next, they are parasite. Means, I have told you before, they live in the body of the animals and they suck the blood. Next, they are hermaphrodite. Now, hermaphrodite means in the same animal, both the male and the female organs are present. If a single animal has got both male and female organs, it is known as hermaphrodite. So, Platyhelminthes, they are hermaphrodite animals, means both the male and the female organs are present in the same animal. So, these are some of the very important characteristics of Platyhelminthes, and I hope we'll go through a book and learn and find out more about the characteristics of invertebrate animals. So, dear children, I have completed 4. If you have any doubt about the characteristics and the examples, you can find out in your book, and if I miss some examples, please go to your books and find out or collect your examples from internet or from your book. And I think I have not told the examples of Platyhelminthes. You can say liver fluke is there, tapeworm is written there, so you can get the clear picture later on this video. So, dear children, after these, I have still to go for 5 more. So, we will learn the characteristics of 5 later on in the third episode. Okay, dear children, we have learned at least 4 phyla in this second episode, and we will learn about 5 more phyla in the next episode, and the remaining phyla are Nemanthemanthus, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata. So we will learn about these phyla in third episode. So before ending the lesson about invertebrates, you need to do some of the homeworks given on the board. So I think I've written very clearly for both 5 and 6 students. You need to write all these homework in a fair copy, neatly and cleanly. We're going to check later on when you come to school. So I forgot to mention one more homework here. I would like to draw each diagram from protozoa, Porifera, Cylindrica and Platyhelminthes. So you need to draw each diagram from these 4 phyla. So dear students, this is the end of this episode. Keep watching the video and stay at home, be healthy, and thank you.